Hello, this is my presentation on AI in current organizations. So this is how AI is being used in different industries. For the defense industry, AI is being used for quality control and predictive maintenance. So AI inspects components for defects to improving efficiency and quality. And AI uses predictive maintenance to detect potential system failures before they occur, which helps determine maintenance schedules. AI is also used in customer service through chatbots and AI voice assistants. I'm sure we've all realized how hard it is to call someplace and get an actual person to answer the phone and not just use an AI voice assistant. HR departments also use AI through resume screening to identify any job matches, and with the overall hiring process, that includes automation of onboarding and scheduling. And AI can also use people analytics so HR can predict any turnover. Is AI helpful or harmful? AI can be helpful because it can automate and the repetitive and time-consuming tasks, which ends up freeing employees to focus on more complex and strategic work. There can also be cost reductions when AI is in use because AI can improve efficiency and reduce waste in areas like manufacturing and supply chain management. However, AI can also be harmful because it can limit innovation by the over-reliance for ideas, which loses the human quality of thinking creatively on your own. And AI also has something known as hallucinations. This just means that sometimes AI can create false information, which can be harmful if it's used for important decision making without fact checking what it says. So a little bit about my perspective and interesting aspects that I found. I do think everyone needs to learn how to use AI properly because it can be more helpful than harmful. For example, an organization offered $1,000 mini grants to 35 faculty across 5 colleges, plus an extra $500 for student faculty collaboration to pilot AI innovations in the classroom. So this just shows that people do think it's important to educate those on how to use it because it's going to become such a big aspect of our lives. I also believe it can be helpful, especially in the healthcare industry, because it can detect early signs of diseases early on. So there have been studies of AI detecting cancer and Alzheimer's years earlier than normal. This early detection with AI can reduce healthcare costs because late stage diseases are more expensive to treat. So therefore, starting the process early will cut costs for hospitals and individuals. However, I do think that there should be some boundaries with AI usage so people don't lose creativity and rely on it too much. So just making sure that AI is not completing entire tasks that are supposed to build human skills like writing essays or learning content. This just protects the overall intellectual growth of humans. Some key facts that prove the importance of AI and the help of AI is a study done on student academic performance with the use of AI. So there were 29 studies done of 2,657 students, all of different education levels. Researchers found a significant positive effect of AI on academic performance, especially in higher education. There's also a study done on how businesses are experimenting with AI. So there were 2,000 respondents, some of different industries, and it was reported that 88% have a regular use of AI in at least one business function. This graph also shows how people thought AI had affected their organization. And as you can see, there's a lot of positive effect with AI usage and innovation, employee and customer satisfaction, and competitive differentiation. So this just also proves again how important AI is and how helpful that it can be in organizations. So how I use AI right now, I work at a company called Optimax, which manufactures optics and optical systems for aerospace and defense needs. Sometimes the language used by engineers can be very confusing, so AI will help me understand it more so I can create captions on social media. I also use AI for school to help me find any relevant sources for topics that I'm researching. So AI will give me a list of sources so I can go through and see which ones help the most. The topic of AI in organization also relates to organizational behavior in many ways, one being with attitude and job satisfaction. So AI can help improve job satisfaction by removing the tedious and boring tasks that come with every job. However, there can also be some of that fear in the workplace because people might think that AI can take over their job. AI can also influence how people interpret information, especially since most AI information is all data-driven. So this can affect decision making because people may start to leave out the emotional aspect of decision when it does matter and forget the importance of emotional intelligence. And that is my presentation. Thank you.